Hello students, welcome to all of you. This is the second lecture on representation of geographical features. Earlier we discussed the geographical features, their types, and now we are going to discuss the use of colors in topographical sheet. So earlier I showed you the topographical sheet which looks like this. Here it is. Here you are able to see the topographical sheets, and today we will discuss the significance of the colors. The colors which you are able to see here, why these colors are used and where these colors are used. This is what we are going to discuss here. So many colors are used on a topo sheet to represent certain physical, economic or cultural features. Like the first one is the blue color. Why the blue color is used? It is used for features associated with water such as seas, rivers, ponds, wells, etc. Second is the black color. Black color is used for dry water bodies, boundaries, railways, telephone and telegraph lines, grids of the parallels and meridians, survey trees and spot heights, etc. Next is the green color. Green color is used for showing the forested area, vegetation basically, trees, scrubs and orchards. Next is the yellow color. Yellow color is used to show the cultivable areas or cultivated areas of a particular region. Next is the white color. White color is used for uncultivated land. Next is the brown color. Brown color is used for contours such as the form lines, sand dunes and contours. Red colors are used for settlements, roads and arbitrary grid lines, that is eastings and northings. So now we will see how these colors are being used in a topo sheet. Here the topo sheet is there, where different colors which I discussed earlier are shown. Like the red color lines are here, you are able to see the northing and easting lines of red colors, settlements that are shown by red color, heights that are shown by black color, green color for the vegetation, like here you can see the trees shown with the green color. Yellow color is showing the agricultural land. Brown color is used here for the contours of the mountains, cliffs, etc. Black color is used for the drainage pattern and another dry water bodies, like boundaries here are shown with the black color. So this is how we use the colors in the topo sheet and how a particular color is particularly used for a particular feature. Next is use for scales for measurement. Scale, firstly we will get to know the definition of scale. What is scale? It is defined as a ratio of the distance on the map and the corresponding distance on the ground. It shows how many smaller units such as centimeters or inches on the map represent how many kilometers or miles on the ground. Like if a landform is present on the earth's surface, it might be taking quite a large area, but that large area is not suitable to be shown on a small sheet of paper. So what do? We convert the larger scale of a particular landform present on earth's surface on a smaller scale so that it could be represented on a sheet of paper. This is why the scale is used, and this is the significance of the scale. And secondly, it helps to represent larger features present on Earth's surface in a compressed manner on a sheet of paper. Like I said, larger areas, larger features we are not able to show the larger features on a sheet of paper. So here is where the scale comes into play. It just converts, compresses the Earth's surface features on a sheet of paper. For example, if the scale of the map reads 1 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer. So for example, if the scale of the map reads 1 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer, it means that 1 centimeter distance measured on the map is equal to 1 kilometer distance on the ground. This is what we mean by the scale. So now the next one is the representative fraction, or RF. Representative fraction is the ratio between the distance on the map taken as unity and the corresponding distance on the ground. For example, if the RF of a map is 1:50,000, like these are given within the map, when you will read the topo sheet, it will be there. So what do we mean by the RF value of a map? If 1:50,000 is given, that means 1 centimeter is equal to 50,000 meter. 1 centimeter on the sheet is equal to 50,000 centimeter on the ground. So if we convert 50,000 centimeter into meters, we get 1 centimeter is equal to 500 meter, right? So the statement scale of this RF will read 1 centimeter is equal to 500 meter or 0.5 kilometer. 0.5 kilometer. Now this 0.5 kilometer. Now this 0.5 kilometer. Further, what do we do with this? If we convert this statement into whole numbers, we get 1 centimeter is equal to 0.5 kilometer. What we will do, we will multiply it with 2. So it will be 2 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer, since we multiplied 2 into 0.5 kilometer, that was here. This was multiplied with 2. 1 centimeter was also multiplied with 2, the whole numbers. Then we will be getting 2 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer. Okay. Thus, the RF of 1:50,000 means that 2 centimeter on the map shows 1 kilometer on the ground. So this is what we mean by 1:50,000. If it is given in the map, what do we mean? 1:50,000. If 1:50,000 is given in the map, it will mean that 2 centimeter on the map shows 1 kilometer on the ground. We are reducing these values to this so that it became 1:50,000. This is the meaning of the representative fraction. It is the ratio between the distance on the map taken as unity and the corresponding distance on the ground. So this is it for today. I think this is sufficient for now. So next time we'll be coming up with the upcoming topics of the same chapter. Till then, just go through it, revise it, and take care. Thank you.